MPL presents Cricbuzz Comm in the company of Pommie and Mbangwa. Now, at this stage, the busiest people are not the bowlers, the batsmen or the fielders, but the travel agents who are trying to determine which team is flying to Vizag and which team to Hyderabad. At the moment, I reckon the Mumbai Indians safely would be trying to get a seat on that Hyderabad flight.
Yeah, they're doing a good job of negotiating their way to get to Hyderabad at first go. And if you're looking and trying to figure out which side would you rather be, it's quite obvious at 69 for 2. You're at the halfway stage, you're happier, somebody's in, somebody's kind of navigating things okay, and it's really up to MS Dhoni and his men to find answers, find ways that they can get not just one wicket and break the partnership, but kind of a couple of wickets quite quickly to then set things back and slow things down. I don't think it's going to be a question of trying to restrict Mumbai from getting to 132. If they bat to 20 overs, they ought to get the runs.
Possibly even earlier. But the real question is, we talked about the possibility even of 16 overs of spin. Now, he's used a couple of overs in the first 10 of his back 10 bowler, which is Dwayne Bravo. And we've seen it really hasn't been impactful at all. Just the one dot ball in those 12, and they've just been milking him around.
Yeah, the thing about it has been, how does he make sure that he has leggy against right-hander and sort of off-spinner against left-hander in the right places? And it's been a little bit tough, and so that's why I think he's gone to Bravo or gone to faster bowlers rather than to the spin. I still wouldn't think that's the way to go, though. We're speaking at the halfway stage, just saying, you want to bowl spinners on here simply because it's the most difficult to face. And if you're trying to deal with that, you'd rather be dealing with a seamer than be dealing with a spinner. So it is a little bit peculiar that it is decided to go that way, but you don't know until the end. You don't know if that's the right move until right at the end. But at this moment, we'd say I probably want to be going the other way.
Yeah, and a world-class spinner like Imran Tahir, who's a wicket-taker, we know Dwayne Bravo's role has been a certain role. He's had to go occasionally to him in that first 10, but that's in a scenario where you've got more runs to play with. Now here, you wouldn't want a scenario where Mumbai are 20 runs away from the target and Tahir hasn't even bowled out.
Yeah, so as I say, there are different ways to look at this and different ways that they'll be playing out in individual skippers' minds. If you have a scenario where you feel that you're strangling things and not much is happening, and you can kind of build a buffer for the end, and you're going to have a scramble at the end, you'd rather they're scrambling, trying to get at Tahir, than trying to get at Bravo, or whoever else, or one of the other seamers. And so, maybe that's the way he's building it. He sees them playing circumspect enough against whoever is bowling early to say, right, I'm going to make you, when you want to now press the button, not because you want to, essentially, because you have to, now you're running out of overs, I'm going to have my gun in Tahir bowling, and it's going to be more dangerous for you to try and hit boundaries. But that might be a case of the horse having been bowled.
Yep, and you can see the horse has started to bowl. Just one final question to you. Tahir's next over has gone for 11 runs. Suryakumar Yadav, couple of boundaries. So really a word about him at the end, knowing that he's lost Rohit Sharma up front, and he used to play a different role for the Kolkata Knight Riders as a finisher. Here he's at that solid number 4 position, and he's making it count, 3 or 4.
You know, we're talking about wristy players and guys who play well in the middle. He goes unnoticed because he's not a big star, but he is one wristy player, is Suryakumar Yadav, and will be important in playing the spin, manipulating the ball to various parts, not so much in hitting it to the boundary, which he likes doing, but in getting 1s and 2s off the spinners because they're so dangerous on here. And he could well, if he gets, 35, 40, 45, he could clinch it.
Yep, he's already 42 of 31, and it looks like it's definitely, at this stage at least, unless something miraculous happens, the
and
yellow
it sometimes does.
And it sometimes does, but for the moment, on MPL Presents Cricbuzz Comm, we suggest it's going to be Mumbai heading to Hyderabad, and the Yellow Army will have to do it all over again, one more time, in Vizag.